Hey YouTubers. I've previously discussed that there's an activist in Monmouth County, Jen Coombs, who I don't always agree with. I don't always support her tactics, but I truly feel that her civil rights are constantly violated by Monmouth County law enforcement. Now, I've watched just about all of her videos, and the one that I find the most disturbing up to now is a video recorded on September 21st of 2017 that shows her simply exercising her First Amendment right to record in the Asbury Park post office and being bullied and tongue lashed by vile and grotesque conduct by none less than an Asbury Park police captain. I couldn't let this go without filing a complaint. So today what I did was, rather than file an internal affairs complaint that, sure enough, would be lost in the rubble, I kind of wrote a letter to the city manager of Asbury Park, and here's what I had to say. Sir, I'm writing this letter to you with a heavy heart. Recently, a YouTube video has surfaced from September 21st, 2017, that shows a uniformed Asbury Park police captain using grotesque and vile language towards a citizen journalist while misstating the law and mischaracterizing her exercise of her First Amendment right as potentially criminal. In that video, citizen journalist Jen Coombs was exercising her constitutional right to record in the post office. While I understand the call to remove her from the building was made by the postal inspector, not your department, the conduct, tone, manner, and comments made by Captain, we'll call him Captain Underpants, it's very fitting, by Captain Underpants were plainly unprofessional and deeply disturbing that an armed, sworn police officer would stoop to a third grade level. On occasion, Captain Underpants said to Miss Coombs, "There's no reason why the entire police force has to come over here for you to buy a stamp. You're completely out of control and disrespectful. You really need to get your act together, Miss Coombs. Why you would tempt citizens coming over here to the post office? There are 5 police officers here. You seriously need to get yourself together. You're causing major crisis in our city." I mean, can you see this embellished, exaggerated tone that he's talking to her in? I mean, she's causing major crisis in his city. All that the lady is doing is exercising her constitutionally protected right under the First Amendment, which he obviously seems to have a problem with. But we're going to go on from there. On said occasion, Captain Underpants, now he later called Miss Coombs crazy, which, I mean, that's just downright disrespectful. But the worst, what really gets my blood boiling, is when she informed him that she had a government memo that permitted filming, and his response was, "You know what you can do with that memo." I concluded my letter saying to the Asbury Park city manager, "These are the acts of a punk, not a police officer representing your city." And I included a link. I mean, I don't expect to hear back from this guy. I mean, I expect them to try and cover this up to hell's end. But I still think that it was worth my while to send that email, and I'll tell you why. Because that email is going to circle in Asbury Park political circles, okay? And when politicians get wind of this, that somebody that was lined up to be the city's next police chief is talking like a thug on a Brooklyn street corner, they're not going to be happy with that, okay? And they're not going to be comfortable with the image that that's setting for a police department that's already been one of the most controversial and potentially corrupt in the state of New Jersey. I mean, they have had so many controversies. They've went through police chiefs like batters in the Yankees batting order. I mean, really, you're up to bat. Strike 1, strike 2, you're out. I mean, it's getting disgusting. And there have been demotions. There's been a lot of racial strife within the Asbury Park Police Department. To me, this is the icing on the cake. But it's something that I couldn't afford to ignore. Not now, not ever.